Choose Idiots, a guided meditation. Just take some deep breaths in. Count to 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And out for 6 or 8.
Whatever number you prefer.
Sometimes with those things where they tell you to breathe in and count and then breathe out and count, the fact you have to count stresses me out because I feel like I'm like holding my breath, and you are, but I'm like, this feels too long. And then I'm counting. This is supposed to be relaxing, and now I'm stressing and like, whoa. But I think you need to keep going till you do calm down.
Do you think it's better to release these in the morning so people can do their meditation with us on their way to work in the car?
Daily mindfulness exercise. Maybe.
Listen to us free. Just go, breathe in, breathe out. And then start chatting shit for the next 40 minutes.
Remember, your jiu-jitsu is trash.
You can always improve.
And therefore, you are trash.
Us.
Namaste.
What does that actually mean?
Fuck knows. I think,
Same with us. Like, everyone always says it, but I have no idea what it means.
Does it mean like, I think it's like a greeting or a goodbye or a thank you.
I think it's more of a thank you.
I think those
I say it as if it was like a thank you. Like after round was like us.
What does namaste actually mean? Comes from Sanskrit and literally means I bow to you. Said with the accompanying pose at both greeting and parting. That's basically what we said.
Yeah. We need to start learning in every language, like a greeting.
Geniuses. Mason's learning Japanese. He's been doing really well with that.
You're full of shit.
The last 25 episodes or whenever we spoke about it, he's come with his new Japanese word every time. It just happens to be when we're not actually recording.
The only Japanese I know is kawaii baby. The baby bit. I'm not, just is meant to just be baby. But
so what is
kawaii, pretty little baby.
It's quite such a weird thing to know.
It's because
of all the Japanese, you learn the most fucking like pedo.
No.
Oh, pretty little baby.
I have to explain myself.
Yes, yes, you do.
So there's a song called "Pretty Little Baby."
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which me and my friend Jack, we always like. Don't know what's up with the light. We kind of sing to each other. Like randomly we'll do voice notes, and we started trying to learn it in different languages, and there's like a playlist where it's got like it in Italian, Spanish, French, and like Japanese, and kawaii baby is the Japanese.
Okay.
So
not as much of a nonce now.
No, thank you.
Still a little bit noncy. You could learn like
kawaii baby.
Like,
do you know this song?
Yeah, because it's something that you always don't know you're singing, and you sing it.
Yeah.
You go, pretty little baby.
Did you know she died? She's dead.
Who's dead?
The woman who sang it.
Oh.
Like a week or two ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Also, rest in peace to Oliver Geddes as well.
Yes.
Very sad. We won't talk about it too much because we don't really know enough.
No.
But yeah, really big name in the jiu-jitsu scene and all-round really, really nice guy. He died of cancer, didn't he? Came on relatively quickly. But did a lot for the sport and was a great coach, and he did lots of refereeing at big shows and was involved in certain Polaris and a lot of those big UK-based stuff. So, yeah, I think it's a reminder. He was only 40, I think.
Yeah.
So, reminder to us all to just do what you love for the amount of time you have.
Exactly.
Basically.
And Ozzy's dead.
Yeah.
A lot of people have died recently.
They have, actually. I think it comes in, well, yeah, like, when was it? I think it was pre-COVID. There was a year where, like, everybody died.
Yeah. Apart from us.
Apart from us. So that's good.
And if you're listening, you as well.
Yeah. Still alive.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Make the most of it.
Let's get it. episode. So we're going to stop doing that because it means we can, well,
put episodes where we want to.
We could always do it and then cut that bit, but it means we can do lots of episodes, and then if there's a week we're away or whatever, there isn't a gap, it means we can just put it in, no matter what, and just put something at the start to say episode 36 or whatever. John could get an AI generated something or other to do their titles. Anyway, how are you? Sorry, you asked me how I was and I interrupted you. We're trying really hard to get better at not speaking over each other. It's much easier when there's only two of us.
Yeah. So fuck you, Mason. I was about to say Cameron.
we were just talking about Cam, and we'll go on to that as a topic. Not Cam as a topic, but and yeah, because we all really would like this to be as good as it can be. I know we're quite casual and relaxed, but we'd all like it to be as good as we can be, and not speaking over each other is a huge thing because it's different if you're just having a chat compared to something that other people are going to have to listen to as well. We don't want to subject your eyes and ears to.
And I think we get a good balance of jiu-jitsu chatter, which isn't what's the word, like talking about the best techniques and all that shit. Just general jiu-jitsu chatter like you would have in a car park, but also just a general conversation. Three mates together just chatting shit. Yeah, exactly.
And even trickier when there's not just three of us, if there's three of us plus someone else, like a guest. So I think that's our probably main thing to work on at the minute, is getting that
balance.
Yeah. Also, do you like my t-shirt?
Yes. Rosie dog.
Speaking of, those who we love who have died. Yeah. This is our dog Rosie. Gubbins, we used to call her. That's why it says Gubbins on it. Ripley loves this t-shirt. Literally, I go into her room this morning. She's like, "That's Gubbins on your t-shirt." I'm like, "It's dark in here. I don't know how you can tell." Yeah. But she just knows. Anyway, so R.I.P. her as well. Best dog ever in the world. To us. We're saying, not speaking over each other. How am I? And I interrupted you because you asked how I was, and I asked you.
Yeah. So how are you?
So it's off to a good start then.
Yeah, great start.
If you ask me how I am normally at the start of a day, I would say I'm better than at the end. Like, I'm a real morning person. I'm an early riser, always have been, and my enthusiasm and productivity goes down towards the end of the day.
Same.
So if I could work like 6 till 2, then you can eat your lunch, have a little nap, do whatever. That's how I would do my day. So I've adjusted the percentages. So I'm in the 90s. I think I've still got, I say that. I just showed you a minute ago. My skin is coming back. It's not itchy at the minute, but I can feel it's a bit like, we have that friend who, when you go out, they're always ready for a fight.
Yeah.
They're like kind of on edge. I feel like my skin is like, it's like looking for any excuse to like blow up. I don't know what, that's a weird thing to say about your skin, and it's not itchy, but I feel like it's quite sensitive. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It kind of died down and it comes back, and dies down and comes back. So we'll see what happens, because I'm doing all the things that, when it was last bad, made it all go away. But then it's like, if I'm still doing all those things, is it just a natural up and down?
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, but no specific injuries. Looking forward to training on Thursday. Taught a good class. I thought it was a good class. Yesterday.
I believe it's this week coming and next week that I do the Mondays, isn't it? Or is that further ahead?
Yeah, no. So Bernie's away for the next couple of weeks, isn't he? So
we're doing some covering.
You're going to get lots more of us. Yeah, baby. Because this isn't his full-time job, and he has kids, and his other job is as a teacher in a school. So even over and above regular people being like on school holidays, if you're a teacher, those are like the big times a year where you just go away. So he's taking some time off, which I was explaining to a new guy. He's like, I've spoken to Stephen over email. Am I going to meet him? And I was like, not for a while, you're not. So I said, this isn't normal, but you've come at like a strange time of year. So don't stress, keep coming and keep speaking to him over email. Anyway, so yeah, that was good. Starting to look at the butterfly stuff I know we're going into.
What's your percentage?
Oh,
90.
90-ish. Yeah, 90-ish. Nice. So fine. I'm really excited. Sometimes on Thursdays, if Catherine's on a day shift, let's say 6 till 2, 6 till 4 or something, I know I can probably come to training in the evening, but because she works for the ambulance service, the chance of her overrunning is like that can happen, and therefore I can't come to training. But this week she's not working Thursday, so I know for sure I can go to open mat. So I'm excited about that.
Good. Nice.
It's
good to get to the open mats, just be able to get some energy out and push yourself.
And we've been speaking a lot about what are we doing now? Do you want to challenge yourself, push yourself,
or
all that
coast
stuff? Yeah. So that's where I'm at. You?
Mix here and there. Usually I'm quite a morning person, but today I woke up quite late. Usually I get up at sort of like 6 or 5:30. But today I didn't get out of bed till like 8.
We were saying you made the mistake of you woke up quite early, but then went back to sleep.
Yeah.
And that can often make you feel even tireder because you're kind of out of your regular.
Yeah. I've just got so much to do. I've got a vehicle downstairs that I just don't want to do because it's got concrete on it. And I have to try to clean it up first.
Grim.
Training's going all right. I pushed myself a little bit. Went to a class last night that I don't usually go to because where I usually train on a Tuesday evening, it wasn't on. So I thought I'd give this a go.
Yeah.
It was a sweat box. Felt like I was training in a sauna.
Yeah.
And the mats literally felt like a slip and slide.
Yeah. This was somewhere else.
Yeah. Somewhere else.
If you want to talk about it specifically or not, but
I don't like mentioning names and stuff in case people don't want to be mentioned, but
in case people get butt hurt,
all that,
and they come for you.
But yeah, it was good. It was good to try and push myself a bit. I haven't done it in a good couple of years, I think. Just been coasting along through purple belt and into my brown. So trying to push my ability a bit to improve more.
What's your percentage?
Probably like 60.
That's quite low.
Yeah.
But you tie your percentage a lot to how tired you are, I reckon. Or how tired you feel.
I think
which often goes hand in hand with your stressors.
Yeah. Could be. Like, I don't feel that tired. I just stress being pulled in a lot of directions and I don't know which direction to go or what to do. It's just like lots of things building up and then it's just like trying to figure out which one to focus on, but then you focus on one and then this one's pulling you this way and it's just very hectic.
Have you considered investing in a coach?
A life coach?
Yeah.
No.
I'll give you a good price.
Thank you.
I will only charge you £10,000 for an hour of your time.
Perfect. Sounds reasonable.
We'll get it sorted, mate.
Yeah.
But you have to pay me cash up front.
Yeah. I'll go get some money in my cash box. Break into it a little bit.
Right. So I'm rocking 90s, you're rocking 60s. So if we average that out,
We're doing all right.
Maths. 75.
Oh, I'm not sure if that was in the last episode, but made an addition to all the wall of things.
The sombrero.
Yeah, sombrero's been added.
I think that was there last time.
Oh.
Because I remember looking at it, but we didn't call
Acknowledge
attention
it.
to it.
So, in case you didn't notice the little Easter egg in the corner, there is one. It's not exactly an Easter egg, but it's just like a memory.
What you can't see is there's actually a scalp inside of it.
Yeah.
John trained when he went off to Mexico, and we told him to bring back some scalps. So, somewhere there's a Mexican black belt missing a scalp because John took it.
If the people I trained with are listening, I did not say that.
He learned some lessons from the cartel about how to display dominance. Yeah,
I need to add some more bits, just like
we
little
need to
tokens of things.
Some stuff to go up there as well, because these are all your medals, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've got a good couple of bronzes to go up there.
I want to put the logo up there as well somewhere.
Yeah.
That space underneath the lights saved for all our sponsors.
That are constantly knocking at the door.
Yeah.
I think a part of your stress is having to reply to all the emails to turn a lot of them down.
Yeah.
Because there's just
it's
too
like,
many
well,
of
just
them.
calm down. Like, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, like, it's all right. Like, we'll talk, just not right now.
Just
Just building it up so, like, the price goes up and stuff like that.
Yeah. Create a bidding war between Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of like stressors and
Burnouts
and trying to train hard but also have a balance with your work and your life, we were actually talking this morning about people who we know who have basically burnt themselves out at training, either in the kind of physical way of training too hard and they can injure themselves, or they're just too tired to train and then they stop training but they never really come back. But I think the real killer is where you train so much it becomes like a chore and it's no longer fun, and you lose your passion for it and then you stop.
I think that's why I stopped competing so much. Well, I never competed loads because I've never really enjoyed it. But when I did compete, I'd want to train hard and put a lot of effort in, and then that like neglects other parts of your life because you have to focus so much on the training and losing weight and getting in a good shape. And my diet's always been the thing that holds me back. So I think, yeah, for me, it just takes the fun out of jiu-jitsu. Like, I love just being able to train and having a good time. And the past, say, like, year and a half, 2 years, I've just been coasting because I haven't needed to push myself. I don't know if that's just because the people I train with, in the environment, like, I just don't need to push myself. Or is it just the level I'm at? I don't know. But
I think
it's adjusting my training to be able to progress or make myself better.
you can go too far in the other direction, which I think I definitely do. I think you have to an extent, which is where you're too relaxed about it.
Too comfortable with what you already know.
Yeah, and you turn up and you enjoy being there so much that you kind of forget that you're like doing a sport and you're trying to get good at that sport.
Yeah.
And I think partly because if you're one of the more experienced people, you don't have to get better to not get smashed. I mean, you still get smashed from time to time, but it's like...
Speak for yourself.
It doesn't really impact. Whereas if you've just started and you're like, fuck, now this is hard. That's loud.
Yeah.
Is that a TVR?
Might be.
It sounds like
remember.
a TVR.
He just restores cars.
Sounds like a V8 to me.
Where you can shut it.
Yeah, yeah, it's loud. Whatever it is.
Johnny, turn it off.
Maybe we'll skip this.
Excuse my language.
Hola, hola, guacamole.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Excuse
I think as
language.
well, when you're... For me, for a couple of years at least, my challenge has been just getting to training and training regularly. Like, that's...
So the thought of like improving and getting better is on a back burner. It's just turning up.
Feels overwhelming to then think about how am I getting, like, just turning up is good enough because
Yeah.
you maintain what you've already got, which for what we require is good enough because we're coaches, so a big part of our like jiu-jitsu existence is also teaching, not just training, and it's really hard to separate training from teaching because when you're training hard for you, you can't really be in like coach mode.
No.
You have to be in student mode. You have to be a bit selfish because other people might not get as much out of your role because you're just fucking trying to take limbs home.
Yeah.
Which is good and correct and should happen, but strike a balance with that. But then there are people, and it normally happens with competitors who don't have the other stressors like stopping them coming to training, so they can train every day and therefore push and push and push, which is good because they get very good very quickly. But we've seen it happen over and over, is somewhere along that journey the element of fun and sociability gets like drained out of it.
Just becomes less fun. Like you can push yourself to a certain extent, but I think once you do it non-stop every week, it just becomes draining.
Yeah, you have to keep it fresh and you have to still enjoy it, because if you don't enjoy it, like this is your life, and what we were saying about do what you like for as long as you're able to do it, like it has to be fun.
Yeah.
If you're not getting paid, if it's not your actual job, and even if it is your actual job, you should still be able to like
Enjoy
find
it.
joy.
Yeah.
And that's quite difficult because if something's habitual, you just do it on autopilot and you find yourself, it's like jobs that we don't necessarily enjoy. You're like, but the fact it gives you the fact it pays you can counterbalance the fact it's not necessarily super enjoyable.
Yeah.
Whereas a sport that you really love and is giving you so much should always be enjoyable.
Yeah.
And it can be type 2 fun, which is where that was fucking difficult at the time, and like, I didn't enjoy that training session. But in general, it should bring you joy.
Yeah. So with that, Cater Ups is closing down.
John's going to be full-time athlete from now on. If you want to sponsor him,
Pushing training again.
he needs the money.
Pushing training. I'm going to be the best Masters 2 or 1. It's Masters 1 arm.
You're still Masters 1, I think.
Yeah. I'll be the best Masters 1 athlete. No, I'm joking. Fuck that.
So how are you... Okay, yeah. So both you and I think your schedule is more regular than me, but I'm at a point where I am quite regular now. And we both want to start pushing ourselves and challenging ourselves at the level we're at. How do you think you go about that whilst keeping the element of fun?
So I think it depends on what area you want to focus on. If it's, for instance, improving your defense, allowing yourself to be put in shit situations, so allow yourself to be put in like arm locks or chokes, or allow someone to pass your guard so you can work on regaining your guard or getting your guard back. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to push yourself to the extent where like you're gassing out, but But then if you want to work your cardio and try and lose weight as such, you can work on guard passing. Once you pass the guard, reset, go back round sort of thing, or allow them to get back in. Stuff like that. Just, I think at the level we are, we know the areas that you can use to, say, like boost your cardio or practice escaping submissions. You know what you need to do to be able to get into those situations.
So that's,
whereas like a white belt, they barely know how to pass a guard.
you need a greater amount of someone not telling you what to do, but giving you some direction, some guidance.
Whereas that, but then because you already know a lot of things, or like, you know how to pass a guard, you know how to do this, you know how to do that. Sometimes it's a lot harder to then push yourself to do it because you don't need to. Like, I don't need to put the effort in to pass someone's guard or submit someone. Like, I can do it without breaking a sweat, depending on the person, obviously.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. But I mean, like, also training with people better than you is a great way to push yourself. That's one thing I found through the belt so far, is training with others that are better than you, or just technically better, or even younger and faster. It pushes you cardio wise and also technique wise.
So I know we joke about it, but there's not actually a huge amount of difference between you and, like, I'm smaller than you are, so training with bigger people for me is a greater challenge.
Yeah.
But we're not like drastically different.
What, in weight?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
So
You've got a dad bod and I've...
Hey, I'm going back down. I went maximum dad bod and now I'm going
I'm working my way back down.
Yeah. But so that element of challenge for me is always there, and for you is slightly less.
Yeah.
Because the amount of regular training partners you have who are bigger than you isn't as many as compared to me. But so that's how you're going to challenge yourself, or that's how you know how you could challenge yourself. How are you going to keep it light, keep it enjoyable
For me,
to avoid burning out? Because we're all susceptible to it. And yes, you're not
only train so much a week.
You're not going to be one of those people who's like going to invitationals being like, I'm the next big name, blah, like, but we're all susceptible to it.
I think it's having a good balance of, like, for instance, I train on a Monday, which sometimes I help out with as well. So it's like a bit of training, a bit of not. And then Tuesdays I get to spar with my mate at his garage. And then Thursdays is open mat. That's where I push myself. That's where I can, like, go there and just get round after round after round.
We should probably shout him out.
Who?
Shout out Sean on the podcast.
Who's Sean?
Who's Sean?
No, yeah.
Not sure he listens.
Sean, like, to be fair to him, he's just got his brown belt. He's like 25, 30 kg lighter than me.
He's light, but he's
And
nifty.
I always use him as an example. When there's a couple people, when I train with them who are white belts, and they go, oh, how much do you weigh? I've just started saying 70 kg just to shut them up, because it's like, if you do it right, the weight obviously matters, but if you use the right techniques and stuff, it doesn't necessarily matter completely. And one of the reasons why I dropped down to 79 kg was because I got so much shit of people just saying, oh, it's because you're heavier than me. So I just kept pushing myself to get lighter and lighter, and I was still able to do things that I was doing when I was like 90 as I was when I was 79. So it's like, tried to shut people up, but I still get it now. So I've just got to live with it.
Yeah, so...
But Sean's a very good example of someone who is very light,
Yeah.
never complains about someone's weight, and equally smashes people. Like, he taps me.
Yeah.
But he uses the right techniques. You can't expect to use the same techniques you use on someone the same weight as you as someone 20 kgs heavier.
Look up Primitive Combat.
Yeah.
That's him on Instagram. If
And
you
a good
are-
example is what, sorry.
Yeah, no, okay.
At an open mat, I tried suplexing someone who was about 120, 130 kg. Doesn't work.
Yeah, so
Unless I'm really fucking strong.
You're aware of your limitations.
Yeah.
But if you are a smaller person and you want to roll with someone, you want the question answered of like, oh, it's just because John's big or just because they're bigger than me or something. Go find Sean. Can't miss him.
And he'll absolutely smash you.
Yeah, but it'll. Sometimes you need the question answered directly to you.
Yeah.
You can't just have someone tell you. They need to experience it. So go roll with him. He's probably in 60 something kilos.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry. We were saying how you're going to keep it fun.
Just not overtraining. So I love having a session where by the end of it, I'm absolutely fucked. Like I can barely stand up or I feel like I'm going to pass out. Like that's when I know I've had a good session. And after that, I feel really good. Because I've just tired myself out. Any worries I've had of like work or life stuff go out the window. And all I've focused on is just training hard and getting a good workout. And I find like once I start gassing, I know that's when I'm going to start learning. Because you have to, you go into like a survival mode and that's where the techniques really shine.
It's really interesting comparing. You could have a roll with someone at the end of an open mat where you're fucked and you're like, you do a round and you feel like, I'm sure my jiu-jitsu is better than this. But then you'll come back to another open mat and roll with the same person at the start. Yeah. And it's like night and day.
So I need to roll with people like Frank and Leighton a lot more because they're like around the same weight as me, maybe a bit heavier, but we're all the same belt level as well. So I think those are the guys that are going to really push me at the moment.
Something you said there that was interesting was...
and it depends like as well. Like I can use Sean for certain styles, like to improve my guard retention with people who are small, lighter, more nimble. And then I can go against the bigger people who apply pressure to practice my defense on that. So you can cater towards a person. You don't look at someone and just go, oh, he's a lot heavier, he's just going to smash me. But it's like, then you can practice not to get smashed. And same with someone lighter, you can practice dealing with their speed and slowing them down. And it's like Sean's amazing at finding space. If you give him the smallest of space, he'll use it and he'll get a hook in or some weird bullshit. So like if I can close him down and just give him no space, then I know someone bigger, I'll be able to do the same.
Something you said there was that you often use jiu-jitsu and jiu-jitsu is great and training is good for you to escape stresses in your otherwise life, like stresses of life. I think when we start to find that training or what you think you should be doing or should be training becomes that stress in life, I think it's time to rethink the balance.
I think my problem at the moment is, if I'm completely honest with myself, I'm coasting in life and jiu-jitsu. Nothing's like pushing me to do anything because like, well, I won't go into it too deep, but yeah, I just think overall I'm just coasting too much through a lot of things and it's just stressing me out. So I want to do more. I love being in that position where like it's hectic in a good way and like good things are happening. But at the moment it's just coasting because it's easy.
Do you know what would help you kind of get out of that coasting?
Yeah, gamble all my money, lose everything, start from scratch.
That can be arranged, mate. I can give you my bank details.
I'm figuring out, like, I've got a good friend, Robin, who does my massages, and she's always been there to help me. She was there through some shit times and was able to push me, so we're both going through shit at the moment. She's like moving house, just had a kid and stuff like that. So yeah, no, she's been a really good help.
That's interesting that you have someone outside of
jiu-jitsu,
and that's can often be good to get an external perspective on stuff.
Yeah.
Like if someone doesn't understand jiu-jitsu, if someone, it's a bit like if you're an addict, you don't want to spend time around other addicts because they're just going to get you back into the thing you're trying to not do. So if you're like, oh, I feel really burnt out, and then there's someone else, because to their like, I appreciate you as a training partner, therefore I might overlook the fact you're burning out.
Yeah.
Because I want a good training partner.
It's
So
like,
I'm
fucking come
well,
back.
So it's not. So that's not like intentional, but it's not necessarily constructive. Whereas whether you train or not, or how you train, or how you challenge yourself, has no impact on her at all.
No.
And I think that's quite good to have an objective or a detached person to give you advice that you trust. And like he says, you seem tired. You should take a couple of days off, and you're like, oh. Whereas if I said that to you, it'd be like there'd be a flavour of like banter in there.
Yeah.
Like it's true, but
Yeah.
you
Like,
might not take it seriously.
you've been there for me for a lot of shit. But then I think back then as well, because of the level of like jiu-jitsu, I was still like pushing in some way. Like there was, I think I was also chasing something back then, and I never really knew what it was. Then I think once I got around sort of mid purple, I don't know what happened, but something just was just like, oh, I'm there, or like not there, but like I'm chill. I think it was just I got to a point where I knew enough where I could just handle myself in most situations, and I didn't care if I got subbed. I was just like, whatever, doesn't matter at all. But having someone external who doesn't understand jiu-jitsu or think it's fucking weird, who's also there for me, has been good. Like I've helped her out with some things, and yeah, it's been alright.
Sounds like she restores some balance to your life.
In some way.
But yeah, do you think there is a way to do that without basically getting rid of all of the stuff you worked for?
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah, there's more to it than just what I'm saying. I'll talk to you off pod more about it, but yeah, just a lot in my head going on that I'm trying to figure out all at once.
Do you think it would
And
be...
I use jiu-jitsu to forget about it.
Yeah. But I think part of the thing is that people rely on you at jiu-jitsu, or people are gonna require something of you.
Yeah.
And we've spoken about this quite a bit, where it's like sometimes you want to go to jiu-jitsu and just train, because when you do that you can get really stuck into it. But if you go and people are gonna ask you questions or blah blah blah, like you almost, or certainly I do, and I'm sure we've spoken about it, like you need like a bib, like a football bib that says coach, and you can put it on, but you can take it off, and underneath it's just regular student.
No.
And it's hard because you are one of the coaches, you are essentially always a coach. But I think we need...
Problem is as well, because I'm always there, when I'm not there, people know something's up, and I'll get messages being like, everything all right, which was really nice to know, like, people care, but people are so aware that I'm always there. When I'm not, something's up.
Which is also a bit stressful, because sometimes you want to just kind of
Be shut off.
go off and have some quiet time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is hard.
But burnouts come and go, like, through all the levels you'll have, like, from white belt up to even black. Like, I haven't got to black yet, but I can talk about that once I get there. But from white to brown, you have moments where, like, you feel your progression going up, and then it sort of levels out, and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere, and it's just coasting along. And then you're just thinking, I'm not improving, people around me are getting better, but from a lower level, there's a higher, what's it called? Learning curve.
Yes.
Steeper, like you learn a lot more.
The feedback, like what you gain is so big, so much, so early on that the returns diminish, or what you feel like you're getting in terms of like personal growth and skill and stuff seems to diminish kind of over time. And that's why like people quit. People get to brown belt, like, you know, everyone says once you're purple belt, you're in it for life, man. And like, but that's not true. And like, it can affect everyone for whatever reason, but especially when you've done something for such a long time, again, like we talked about a while ago, the relationship, like, analogy is like honeymoon period's over, the super intense start bit is over. You might have had some traumas or stressors come up, and it's like, now what does your relationship look like now? And it can't be super intense, it can't be, but you have to find the joy, and that does change over time. I think as long as you're finding joy and setting positive boundaries, I think you and I have spoken a bit about this in like general life, but I think we could probably apply that to jiu-jitsu, of like, unless you're with a beginner who you're showing the basics to at the open mat, let's say, I would argue that is student time. That's what open mats are there for. And we obviously encourage people to come up and ask questions, and it's not about being closed off, but you almost do need a light, like a red light or a green light. It's like up here being like, I'm in work mode or I'm in training mode, and I think that's a boundary, right? I think that's hard to do, but you know, I'd say if people are used to us having a role with them and being really kind and kind of coaching, not like speaking to them as you roll necessarily, because that can be really annoying, but just like physically coaching people, we said give them space to work, whatever. If you realize, if you have a role with someone and it feels different, like they're not letting you do what you would normally be able to do, it's probably because they're actually training and they've taken off, they're intentionally, for their own benefit and sustainability, have taken the coach's hat and put on training student hat. Because I struggle to think, oh, they're going to think I'm being a dick, or what are they going to think of me? And I feel like that's interrupting my stuff. But I know you've always been affected by what other people think and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not just you, that's a lot of us. But I think setting a boundary, even if it's just in your own head, of today, I'm not dealing with you, or today I'm training for me. So it's not about not giving, it's about getting what you need for it to be sustainable. That's
why I find like open mats is like my time. That's where I choose how I train and what I do. It's whether I'm pushing myself like just round after round after round, or just trying to do just wrestling or practice defending or whatever it is, like that's my time.
Maybe we need a mantra.
What does that mean?
Like a little phrase that you keep on saying to yourself, like
get
namaste, right? That's a mantra. That's kind of like, because it's ritualistic. You say it at a certain time to evoke a certain something. So maybe we need at the start of an open mat just to like go up to each other and say, this is our time, okay? And then we can just go off and take scalps.
Who was it I was talking to the other day? One of my customers, he used to work with my granddad. Like he came in like off topic slightly. He came in one day a few years back, saw my face, asked me what my name was, and then was like, "Was your granddad blah blah blah?" And so, "Oh yeah, I never met my granddad, but I look very much like him." And yes, ever since then, he always comes in, has a chat. He went through some shit of like, lost a lot of weight and he was ill, and was worried we were going to lose him, but he sorted himself out. But I was showing him some clips from jiu-jitsu because he used to do some sort of martial arts. I think it was like karate or something. And showed him it, and he was just like, "You must do a lot of stretching before that." I was just like, "Yeah." It was just like, "Yeah." I don't do any stretching. I just jump straight in. But that will be one of my weaknesses in like another 10 odd years.
I think that's interesting when we look at, and we should probably stop soon because I really need to go do some work.
Yeah.
But like when we look at
the older people that train,
like jiu-jitsu as a metaphor of life, right?
Yeah.
Because like it does, to be healthy and positive, it requires certain like stuff like self-care,
looking after yourself, eating well,
from kind of cutting your nails and having a wash. Yes, obviously all that basic stuff, but like self-care in terms of stretching would make it better. You can get by, live your life and it be okay, but add some of that stuff like stretching, strength and conditioning, but it also, to be sustainable again, requires community. It requires us to set healthy boundaries of this is training time, this is coaching. Like, there's a lot of stuff in there that we can, if we make it better in jiu-jitsu, time management. Yeah. If we make it better, because again, setting a boundary, chunking it out. This is my time for X. This is my time to do Y. Yeah. Eating well, what goes in comes out. Like, and I think if we can, that's quite an easy place for us to make changes. That we can then take those changes and say, I did it in jiu-jitsu. Yeah. I can do it with, spend an hour doing all my emails at the start of the day, and the rest of my day, nope. That's my time. Now I can work.
Time management.
Which is something I need to fucking do because I'm like 10 to 10, I need to go to work. I haven't been good with time management yet. No. Like, this has turned into, we were like, we'll just talk for like 25, 30 minutes on, this topic. And it's turned into a right old conversation.
And this is the whole thing about jiu-jitsu. Like when me and Mason first spoke about starting a podcast, it was like, we talk so much after class, random shit about jiu-jitsu or whatever it is. Why don't we put it into a format where people can also listen? Because then it just feels like they're like a fly on the wall and just being part of a conversation, which I hope it still feels like.
Yeah, because this has felt like a good conversation between us that you and I would probably have even if we weren't doing this. Yeah. But I think probably, and I hope...
And conversations that other people probably do have or like to hear about.
Yeah, and I hope it's reassuring for people to hear that you and I still... struggle
burnouts
with
or
all
plateaus,
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anyone listening, all of the 3 to 5 regular listeners. Yeah. No, there's more. There's more than that.
We have a lot of regular listeners, not just from the UK either.
Yeah. So if you have any thoughts on anything that's been discussed or would like to hear anything in kind of further depth, then do get in touch. We're trying to encourage people to get in touch because it's good for us to chat to people, go on the Instagram, leave comments, all that stuff.
Leave likes on YouTube. We're trying to push more on YouTube, so more interactions on YouTube, the better.
We're trying to do more visual stuff.
Yeah. And...
Oh, shit.
What was the other thing I was going to say? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'll help us.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit the notification bell. Yeah. I have no idea what any of these things actually do, but I know other people say it.
Yeah. So notification bell will just give you a notification that there's a new episode out.
So our channel is the only one I do that for on all of YouTube. Yeah. Because I don't care. It's all going to come up on my feed anyway. Yeah. But apparently it helps. So I've ticked our little notifications
interacting, commenting, liking, it all helps.
Yeah.
And if it helps us, it will help you because you'll get more from us.
And John can finally leave his job that he hates. Yay!
Good times.
Speaking of which,
let's go
do some work.
Yeah, well, I have to take you first.
Bye for now.
Bye.